welcome to a Crafty Vlogmas day 4, which should be day 5, but I missed uploading yesterday. I did like one thing and it really wasn't enough footage to make a video about, and then I did more like personal stuff like laundry. You guys don't want to see that, so you might see these uploaded every other day. I'm just taking it day by day and seeing what I come up with. I always have plenty of footage of Kona, so I hope you like watching this. We just got done with our morning walk here. I take her for 2 walks a day, but when it's summer and it's really hot outside, we usually just do 1 walk a day. Time to water my plants, and whenever I sit down to edit, I get these gnats flying into my face, and I know they're coming from my plants. So I got these, I don't know what they're called, I can't remember. They're little sticky things that you stick around your plants and they catch the gnats. And I didn't even know about them until I made this video about what my viewers have bought from Amazon from my links. You can check it out here. But the one that showed up on my links were in a shape of Baby Yoda. I ended up getting I think they come in like sunbursts and butterflies, but I've been sticking them around my plants and they help a lot with these little gnats. In case you didn't hear, I updated my Patreon to 2 tiers, and the one for $8 a month is monthly mail, which is where I send my monthly mail patrons a washi tape sample card. These are of my own designs, and this one is from November, and I need to make more for December and January. So come along with me as I design some washi tape. You might recognize this cheetah pattern from previous videos. I've used it on a lot of print pieces, but I have not made it into a washi tape yet. So I thought that might look nice, and I'm going to design a few different washi tapes in this video, and I would love to know from you which ones you prefer. So if you stick around long enough in this video, please let me know in the comments which one you like. And so you know, I do sell full rolls of washi tape in my Etsy shop, so if you like the samples or if you're interested in full rolls, go check out my Etsy shop, link in description. Some of my pattern art is more illustrative or complex, so it does take some finessing to figure out where the repeat or the way things should be spaced. I do have a whole video going over how I make my art into digital repeat patterns. You can go check that out. This is similar, but it's not exactly the same. And here I was approaching it the same way, but I found from doing a few washi tape designs that I just prefer doing it a different way, which I'll show you soon. I don't think there's one right way to do this. There's more like mathematical spacing if you are more into that. But design-wise, I feel like when I perfectly space things apart, it just looks, I don't know, less designed, or more, I don't know what the word is, a stale spacing. But I just keep working it until I feel like that's the spacing I like of these objects. To give you some reference, here is the size of 15mm washi tape, so about like this in my hand. But this is the spacing of the cheetahs that I'm doing. I'm not sure if I'm looking at it too much that I don't really know if I like it or not, let me know. I don't know, let me know. You think the background is too busy? I don't know. Another design I wanted to try was with this scanned pressed flower artwork that I made a couple of years, I think it was over a year ago. I did share the process in a vlog on my other channel, which I don't really upload to anymore. But I want to do something with this art. I just haven't figured out what. And I thought maybe like a pressed flower washi tape would look nice. And I also want to try something with these watercolor mini floral portraits that I did last year. You can see these in a couple of past videos, but these originals were mailed to my monthly mail patrons at the time. Sometimes, if I have time, I will send my monthly mail patrons original art. I used my Sakura Koi watercolor kit to paint all of these, but before I mailed them in, I did scan all of the original artwork so that I could then use it later on other print things, such as postcards and stickers, which I also sent to my monthly mail patrons at the time. So now I think some of these could be turned into washi tape. And here is an example of how I've been doing the seamless repeat. The printer does need a bleed of the artwork, so I have to make sure to have enough on the sides of the actual washi tape. I'll roughly figure out the main motif that repeats. I line the artwork up with a shape on the very edge, and then the bleed of that artwork is then duplicated to the other end, which will make it a seamless repeat. It can be tricky if you're not familiar with it, but after I played around with it, I ended up figuring it out, and now I feel more comfortable with doing it this way. And then once I have the ends, I then fill in the middle with the motif. But it's not exactly lined up or spaced exactly the same amount apart because it doesn't always work out perfectly that way. So I'll end up fudging it a little and editing out any parts of the artwork that don't fit, but still making it look like it belongs or it makes sense, if any of that makes sense. Does any of this make sense? I don't know. But as long as I have those ends, which will line up perfectly for the printer, whatever I put in the middle, it doesn't matter. It doesn't need to line up with anything. And then I could just kind of free-for-all design in the middle. So let me know if you like this design, if you like it more than the cheetahs. The next one I'm going to try are these light purple daisies. I think these could look really elegant on a washi tape. I could totally see this being used as stationery for like a wedding or something for spring. Because I will sell these in my Etsy shop, I'm always thinking in the back of my mind what kind of customer would want to buy these. And I'm laying this out just like I did the previous one. And this is in Photoshop, in case you need to know, but sometimes I use the distribute spacing feature in it, and it doesn't always work out perfectly, so sometimes I have to go in by hand and space them out exactly how I want them to be. These next two designs that I tried, I'm not really feeling the one on the left. It's just a little, maybe too busy, I don't know, but I'm liking the one on the right more with the orange flowers. Again, let me know in the comments. I would love your feedback on these. I'm going to move forward with designing the rest of the one on the right with the orange flowers. And here's a better idea of what it would look like in person, size-wise. I'm holding my mushroom washi tape to use as reference. Now back to the pressed flowers. I want to do something with a sunflower. Maybe something like this could be fun. A super simple layout with a cream color background. This is a rough layout, so it's not finished, but I think you can get an idea of what it would look like. I appreciate any feedback in the comments. Let me know which designs you liked the most. These will be going out to December and January monthly mail patrons, so if you're thinking of joining, let me know which one you would like to see a sample of.